Ethics. Ethics is another important component for effective communication. Ethics in business communication means an honest expression of an idea about a product or a service. So, in business ethics, you have to consider the needs of both the consumer and of your business. So, you have to be honest and very candid about what is the service or the product which you are offering, and will the end user benefit from it or not. So, for example, this statement, our product has been tested for safety by trained technicians. This is something which is frequently given to advertise a new product. But if you look at it carefully and a person thinks about it ethically, as an insider, he will know that perhaps it has been tested, but only for about 24 hours, which is not sufficient for the product safety. And then it has not been tested by trained technicians. So as an insider, you know that this is the state of affairs. But the company policy is asking you to write this statement as part of the advertisement. So this is your dilemma. What will you do? Your boss has asked you to write this statement, but you know that it is not entirely true. So you have to think about the legalities of such statements. Because you have to focus on liability, negligence, consumer protection rights. So if this product goes into the market and then if something happens, then you will have to face the legalities of it. You will have to face charges of negligence and of consumer protection rights. So if you are asked to do something which is not legal, your company policy asks you to do something and you know that it is wrong, what do you do? What you can do is that you can consult your boss and you can consult the rules and regulations of the company. Another thing about ethics is practicality. How practical is it to give misleading information? Because dishonesty backfires in the long run and it causes the company to lose business. So momentarily, perhaps the company is able to sell that product which is defected, but in the long run, the company is going to lose those clients and will even have to perhaps take the product out off the shelves. So it is must to be truthful in how you are projecting your product and your company. So it is also misleading to give a wrong information in your CV. So this also comes under ethics, that you do not give information which is not correct and truthful in your curriculum vitae. It is going to be harmful for you as an individual and also harmful for the company if they hire you. Then there are ethicalities. You have to consider customer benefit, and you have to think of how to avoid deceiving the person who is the end user of the product. So there are ethical issues which are involved. So defining ethics is, however, a dilemma for most people, because different people have different viewpoints about ethics and they've got different perspectives. Honesty and ethics are a relative term, and people are often divided over what is ethics and what is dishonesty. So there is help available. For example, there is a Society for Technical Communications Code for Communicators. So you have help in the form of this code, where you can see here in the bullet points that the person commits to professional excellence and ethical behavior and says that he will use language and visuals with precision, prefer simple direct expression of ideas, satisfy the audience's need for information, and so on. So guidelines to achieve ethical standard is that you use your language with visuals and with precision. So be very clear about and be very concise about what information you are conveying. Then use simple and direct expression of ideas. Don't use wordy sentences, but just give the point, the one-to-one. Then audience also always want to be given information. So you have to satisfy that curiosity, that need for information. For ethical standards, you have to strive to improve yourself professionally and to respect your colleagues, whether it is in electronic communication, whether it is you have to respect their confidentiality and you have to show courtesy to them. This also comes under ethics. And then you have to respect the intellectual property rights of others. For example, this picture here shows the guidelines for protecting intellectual property rights, that you have to obtain permission for somebody to use his original work, you have to cite the source of your information, and you have to create your own graphics and texts. So, Ethical Principles for Technical Communication is a document which helps you in the legality. It helps you in honesty, confidentiality, quality, fairness, and professionalism in your business communication.